microphone. Okay guys, sorry that I deleted the old video, but I have to do this all over again, guys. I'm really tired, so I'm probably gonna have to read a bit faster because I messed up on the other one, so I have to make this one. And my voice is already tired. It has barely had a break. But I'll try my best to read for you all. Okay. Happy Hawaii. No, I don't want to choose Yuri. Okay. Hi again, Sproutkins. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Sproutkins. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. So you already told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps their manga collection in the club room. Mama! Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying manga and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki pops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Sproutkins always gives his best as long as he's having fun. He hopes to be busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayuri, that's because your room is always so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Sproutkins can be good friends too, you know. Sayuri. As usual, Sayuri seems oblivious to the weird situation she's running into. Yuri even brought you something today, you know. Wait, Sayuri. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayuri made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked the book I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. We could, discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. You can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected I expected Monica to kick off some stuff for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayuri and Monica are having a cheery conversation in a corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her tense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki's running around in a closet. Ugh! I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within a closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Freaking Monica! She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is. Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a book of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the room. Oh my god! Ah, much better. Seeing a box of one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feeling. I get a closer look at the box that she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can go to the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Sproukins. Consider this a lesson straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Perfect Girls from the box. I'm going to show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire, striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly mo. Don't just stand there. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the window sills. Guys, sorry, my sister's being loud. She passed the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. You can't read at the same time like that. Why is that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Don't just say that! You make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I could say it's a particularly bad thing. I opened the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. Looks like it's about a bunch of friends from high school. Shiloh, stop! Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there gonna be plot? Well, obviously. You think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. At the beginning, it's about simple things. Like there's relief in each chapter where we're obsessed with a guy at the ice cream shop. But that just helps you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like when I get into their backstories, and there's so many touching parts. So sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated. Hey, wait! What's that supposed to mean? Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant that I haven't seen you yet at your full power. Good save. This chapter seems like it's about baking. This is just a guess, but there's a lot of baking in this manga. Well, Natsuki pauses for a moment, as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah. Why does that matter? If it doesn't, I was just curious. Did you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got into this manga. Like I would ever get into anything because it's in a manga. I feel bad for anyone that impressionable. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies to pick from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? We read on for a few more minutes. I finished a couple chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not! Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? Huh? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga's for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes you want to punch them in the face. I know those kind of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other losers all the time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found us. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. Ugh, I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it. Well, it's not that solves any of my problems, maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So, geez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped a page. Suddenly, Natsuki starts laughing. I totally forgot that happens. Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels. Minori is my favorite character. You always feel a little bit bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when... I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish this chapter. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. Oh, my Apple Pencil fell on the floor. But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga for friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express words in the feeling you get when connecting with something like that. And being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom is a rare experience. The thought makes me smile a little to myself. Okay, everyone. Are you all ready with today's poems? Oh, come on. Can your timing be any worse? Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. Though you do look pretty cozy over there. Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright, guess I'll stop here for now. I closed the book and handed it towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Yeah, but Monica just said, don't be dumb. Just take it home with you. Is that really alright? I said that mostly because I didn't spend on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course. It will take forever to finish if you didn't take it home. Just finish down before tomorrow so you can start the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you. By tomorrow? I only got partway through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this, but I suppose that's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared what will happen if I don't finish it? Alright then. I stand up, I return to where I put my stuff, and carefully slip the book into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've really never done this before. Well, now everyone's ready. Why don't you find someone to share it with? I can't wait. Sayuri and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayuri's is on a wrinkled sheet of blue sleeve torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. She's my good friend after all. This is a good poem, Miss Brownkins. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who'd be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right, but that's why it impressed me. But to be honest, I was afraid you wouldn't do it seriously, or not even write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. This reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course, I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? Oh wait, I did the wrong voice. Just like I said before, Sproutkins, deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. Trying new things like this for other people, that's something only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her on. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my new way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to it then. Yay! Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead, throwing me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out to play? Are you trusting me in such a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Guys, if you're confused while I'm speed running through this, it's because I accidentally posted a video of me playing this part 2, but it didn't have any sound in it, so I had to repost this, so I'm just going kind of fast. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nicer. How should I put it? It just sounds like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This is so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Who should I show my poem to next? I think we'll show it to Monica, because she talks too much. Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things you can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep them in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Sproutkins. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I had Monica on my poem. I like it, Sproutkins, really. It's a lot more cute than I expected. Oh, jeez. No. It kind of makes me think of something not so cute, right? She's a good writer, too, so take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep, there are lots of poems or stories out there that are no more than a few simple words. They could be funny, endearing, or even sad. Sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids. But if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody. I see. So you're saying that Natsuki's kind of like that? Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert. But you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style to suit you. Everyone else might be a bit biased towards their own kind of styles. But I'll always help you find what suits you most. So don't force yourself the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like I have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound very confident for someone who claims to be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Let's read it then. Hole in the wall. It could not have been me. See the direction of sparkle pursues a noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend? I'll never know I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I'm real blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My routine is already scorched up with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Scratching for everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking in. It's very freeform. Sorry, I'm not the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What's the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some sort of epiphany recently, been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone's better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you're writing a poem or a story. Your brain is too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. I think I'm going to show it to Yuri because I'm trying to get yours fast. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guessed that I might be after reading through it. So it's that bad. No, did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing I recognize in new writers that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, it's not something you can be blamed for. There are many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes in practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about other people like that. Sorry, it's fine. I'm not sure if Natsuki is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read a poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Now, Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the underglow bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlights have withstood the test of time. The last to be replaced by sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm, breathing air at the present, but leaning and oppressed. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think the handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. I don't know. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little bit more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you in a ghost, Yuri? Actually, the story's about a ghost at hospital. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. Remember, the poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbiology compared to a ghost, lingering in a last lingering, soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more sullen than putting it that way. I haven't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. It just makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Natsuki. Okay, well let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. Then what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember I said I want to read your poems? That's what I've... Like Monica said. Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours is really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, ha, whoa, it's not that great. Anyway, I ruined it. I hope you're happy. So in other words, you're saying you liked it? You just don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that. You don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you actually never said that. I said that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can sing, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Yeah, I told you that you were gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone at high school thinks writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your messages any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. You understand? But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on a wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end but made it fall flat on purpose. Helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm so glad you learned something. You didn't expect that for the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poem's gonna stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sighed. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayuri and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watched each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk of one end. I guess you could say it's fancy. I think yours is cute. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but in reality, it didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. So you already liked it, and Sproukins did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer. I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon. Unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Sproukins like my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to press our new member, Yuri. That's not what Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Sproukins appreciates my advice more than you appreciated yours. And how do you know you didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I'll deliberately make out of my way to make everything I do overly cute. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew size bigger as soon as Sproukins started showing up. Natsuki! No, Natsuki, that's a little. This doesn't bother you. I don't like fighting guys. And both girls turned towards me after they just noticed I was standing there. Sproukins, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and appreciate that simple writing's more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have it to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Sproukins. Wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not unnecessary. Limiting yourself is also a waste. You understand that, right, Sproukins? Well, how did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with will probably think more highly of me. So that's gonna be, Yuri. You're really talented. But Natsuki has a point. I think that conveying feelings with few words can be just as impressive as well. It lets the reader's imagination take over. And Natsuki's poem did a really good job of that. Yeah, it did, didn't it? She was on mention. You know, that's not Natsuki. I think that's enough. Huh? Me? But she was so mean to me. Natsuki voices whine. What we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is a really personal thing, and sharing it can definitely be hard. Looks like we learned that today. Even small criticism can lead to something pretty heated. I glance over my shoulder. Sayuri's nodding vigorously. Yeah, so you don't need to feel dreaded. You're a great writer, Natsuki. Thanks for noticing. She finally mutters that, barely audible. Yuri looks at me dejectedly. Aw, she looks like a puppy. But I can't help but feel bad for her as well. I'm sure Natsuki didn't mean everything she said. She don't need to feel dreaded either. Well, if you say so. Hey! It's not like you need to apologize for me, Sproutkins. She. Natsuki takes a breath. The thing about Natsuki. Will everyone stop staring at me? Surprisingly, Natsuki has a harder time with it than she boasted. Sayuri and Monica look away. Anyway, the thing about your boobs, I didn't mean it, okay? That's all. Natsuki looks away, avoiding eye contact with anyone. Yeah, you're naturally beautiful, Yuri. Sayuri? I'll go make some tea. I'm just trying to help. I usually appreciate this, Sayuri. I pass Sayuri on the shoulder. Well, now that we're past that, everyone's ready for his poems, right? I hope that it was worthwhile for everyone, especially you, Sproutkins. And to be honest, it's a nice change of pace from the lazing around we got a little too used to. So my joining the club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere. No, not at all, not at all. There's still some time before we go home, so we'll all relax for a bit. Of course, besides chatting, we'll do literature-related things in the club room, so maybe you could take the chance to pick up a book or do some writing. After all, that's what the club is for. I disagree, Monica. That's not the most important thing about the literature club. The most important thing is having fun. Of course. Well, I guess that's why you're the vice president, Sayuri. In the end, no, Monica's right. Being in a literature club probably means I can spend all my time doing nothing. But in the end, I guess it's been worth it so far. Okay, everyone, it's about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. Sproutkins, how about you? Yeah, I say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome! In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow, and maybe you'll learn something from your friends too, so your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn more about the kind of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I could do a better job impressing the one I'm impressed. I nod to myself in newfound determinations. Sproutkins, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayuri beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayuri and I spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayuri, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? But, between Yuri and Natsuki, does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make a friends few. Sproutkins, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me happiest. I think everyone really likes you too. That's every day is going to be so much fun. Looks like Sayuri hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayuri. I pass Sayuri on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayuri as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Okay, guys. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. Wait, how do I go back? Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. The reason why it was rushed is because I accidentally posted another one, but it didn't have any sound in it, so I had to repost it and I had to do it all over again. But I hope you enjoyed it, guys, and sorry that I made it kind of rushed. But bye, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Remember to like and subscribe.